Hey there! Welcome back to Clark's Cozy Corner, and I'm your buddy, Miss Clark. It's so good to see you. Well, you already know what time it is, boys and girls. It's time for Look Who's in the Corner. Today's shout out goes to my buddy Lindley. Hi Lindley, she's from Mormon, Ohio. I'm so happy you are a part of the Clark's Cozy Corner family, honey. I'm so happy you're watching. And I absolutely love that you love reading and you happen to like Goosebumps. I love Goosebumps. Have a good day, Lindley. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, you're looking at me funny. You're probably thinking, why do you have an iron? Well, I need your opinion on something. Okay, do you think my shirt is too wrinkled? I mean, it was taking forever to warm up. What do you think? Pretty good? Would you wear it? How do you think I would look in it? I would look a mess? What are you trying to say? I should have waited. I needed patience. Well, I consider myself having patience, but sometimes it's hard. I mean, waiting is not easy. Do you have patience? You said you don't? Well, what kind of things do you wait for? Your sister to get out of the bathroom? I can definitely relate to that one. What about you? What do you wait for? In line for Handel's ice cream? Well, they do have some pretty good ice cream, so I could see why the lines are long. What about you? A roller coaster? Well, yes, I definitely know what that's like. When you're in those lines, you could be waiting hours. But it's definitely worth the fun, even if the ride is over in 30 seconds. Well, do you have trouble waiting sometimes? Am I the only one that has trouble being patient sometimes, especially when I really want something? Okay, I knew it. Thank you for speaking up. I knew I wasn't the only one. Well, for those of you who struggle with your patience, I have the perfect read aloud just for you. Oh, you want me to go get it? See, I was testing your patience. Looks like you need this book after all. Boys and girls, today's story is called A Little Spot of Patience. And boys and girls, this book is written and illustrated by Diane Alber. So if you think you have issues waiting and you need to work on your patience, come join me for today's story. And yes, I will wait for you, okay? Come on, let's go. A Little Spot of Patience, a story about how to enjoy waiting, written and illustrated by Diane Alber, narrated by Miss Clark. Okay, boys and girls, let's see if we're able to grow more patience just by reading this story.
Hi, we're Patience Spots. We're here to help you when you have to wait. We all know that waiting is not easy. Everyone has a patience spot, and you want it to grow as big as possible. So it's important that you train it every day. The bigger it becomes, the better you'll be at waiting. You might even enjoy it too. You can make waiting fun? How can you do that?
Okay, let's see. What does it say on the little flyer? Grow your patience spots. I can't wait to find out.
There are a lot of situations that require patience. Some things you may only wait a minute for, and some things you might need to wait years for, like that big apple tree. That's why it's good to start training your patience spot right away, so you can enjoy all the times you have to wait.
I don't know if you knew this, boys and girls, but apple trees don't grow overnight. You definitely need patience for that.
In fact, I make myself wait when I don't even have to. Try to not eat those donuts right away. The longer you make yourself wait, the bigger your patience spots grows. Doesn't it seem like the donuts taste better than usual? It's because you just grew your patience spot. Now, the next time you have to wait, it will be a little easier because you can see how waiting actually makes you enjoy things a little more.
I know this all too well, boys and girls. Don't you always save your dessert for last? I know I do, and it definitely is that much more enjoyable. But you know, unlike my dad, he eats his dessert while he's eating his dinner. Isn't that funny?
Puzzles are a great way to help train your patience spot. In order to solve a puzzle, you must think a lot, and you can't rush things. Thinking things through and problem solving helps grow your patience spot.
Oh, I love puzzles, boys and girls. What about you?
Coloring is another great way to train your patience spot. It helps your mind focus on something other than waiting.
Why don't you try that, boys and girls? Why don't you try coloring the next time you're waiting? Look at her unicorn and look at his dinosaur.
Creating any type of art can help train your patience spot. When using paint or glue, you have to wait until it dries to touch it. While you wait, play a game to pass the time.
That is so true, boys and girls. You definitely have to wait for that glue to dry.
Did you know baking and cooking can help train your patience spot? Certain foods need time to cook before you eat them. So, while you're waiting, play some music and have a dance party. Woohoo! This will make the time pass so much faster. Dun 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 dun.
I know I would enjoy having a dance party while waiting. What about you?
You can also train your patience spot by taking some time to make good choices instead of rushing. It might be cold. What should I wear?
Boys and girls, what's happening in his thinking bubble? Looks like this one's letting him know it might be kind of cool, pretty nice out. And judging by his face, it looks like it's going to be freezing. So he's wondering, should he wear pants or shorts? But rushing that decision can lead to him being too cold or too hot. I could see why you need patience when picking out your clothes.
Another way to train your patience spot is by listening. When you're waiting to ask a question, try to listen to what the other kids are asking. You might learn something new. Taking turns is a great way to train your patience spot. When you're waiting to use something, watch what someone else is doing. You might learn a new technique.
Oh, it looks like she's looking at how he applies the glue. You know, some people use a different method when using glue.
Sometimes training your patience spot is all about how you look at a situation. I know it can be frustrating when you can't open your presents right away, but you could use that time to hang out with your friends longer.
Oh, wow. I never thought of that, boys and girls.
Car rides can seem like time moves so slowly, right? While you wait, try reading a book or enjoying the scenery.
Oh, boys and girls, that is definitely the best part of any car ride, looking outside at the scenery.
You will spend a lot of time training your patience spot in lines. Lines at the doctor's office, lines getting ice cream, or lines at the playground. Try saying hello and making a new friend. Great conversation can make waiting so much fun. Hi, what's your name? Hi, I'm Charlotte. Sometimes waiting in line may seem boring. When you are bored, it can make you feel irritated. But did you know you are choosing to be bored? Instead, choose to find your peaceful spot.
That's right, boys and girls. Take a deep breath. Find that inner peace within when you're irritated.
Or choose to be creative. I have a little trick that is so much fun. Repeat after me. Don't look at patience as a daunting chore. Good. Look at patience as a chance to explore. Perfect. When you have to wait, just look around. Can you find a spot or something round?
Boys and girls, I think we can remember that chant, right, boys and girls? Basically, he's suggesting that we explore while we're waiting. We can do that.
A tire, a ball, or an and with a dot. This will help you grow your patience spot.
The end. Wow, that was a great book. Do you think you're able to grow your patience spot? I sure hope so. And check this out. Did you know on the back of this book are even more awesome books by Diane? Look, here's a little spot of patience. I love this book, boys and girls. What a great lesson. I'm back. Hey, what did you think of this read aloud? Did you enjoy a spot of patience? Did your patience spot grow just a little? I sure hope so. What kind of things were the kids in the story waiting for? Let's see if you remember. Yes, they were waiting for their projects to dry. What happens when you get glue all over your hands? Pretty sticky, right? But do you want to know a secret? I actually love getting glue on my hands. Have you ever poured glue on your hands and let it peel and then take it off? I don't know about you, but that's pretty satisfying. Yes, I'm a teacher. Teachers can have fun too. Okay, what else were they waiting for in the story? Give me some examples. Yes, waiting their line to go down the slide. Perfect. And what can happen if you don't wait your turn on the slide? Yes, you guys can get hurt. Or you might get stuck. Can you imagine if 5, 6, 7, 8 people tried to go down the slide at once? What a sight. Okay, what was another example in the book? You don't remember? Don't fret. What can we use? What is it called when I go back in the book? Yes, using a resource. All right, let's see. Aha! Remember, they were waiting to plant for their apples to grow. Can you imagine if farmers didn't have patience? We wouldn't have the best crops ever. When you go to Giant Eagle or Whole Foods or maybe even Aldi's, can you imagine if the fruit wasn't ready? Try biting into an apple that's not ready. Ugh. Do you have another example from the book? Yes, baking. Baking will definitely help grow and train your patience spot. You can't just put the batter in the oven and all of a sudden it's going to be done in 1 minute. That's not how you're going to have your sweet cupcake. You remember the story Carrie's cupcake success? Was she able to make her cupcakes in 1 minute? No, she had to wait. Or do you remember our story from last week? Angie wonders, what is the sun? How many hours did we have to wait for that sun experiment? Yes, 2 to 3 hours. It wouldn't have worked if we only waited 10 minutes. See, good things do come for those that wait. But I have to say something, and I'm not even going to fib to you. This one right here, this one is sometimes hard. Have you ever been on a road trip before? You have? Where have you gone? You drove all the way to Florida? That probably took you all day. What about you? You drove to Colorado? High in the mountains. Did you hear that? That's probably an Amazon package. I'll get it later. So where were we? You were telling me about the mountains? I bet they were the most magical mountains ever. I love climbing and I love hiking too. But boys and girls, I don't know about you, but whenever I'm in the car, I mean, it could just take forever. Are you one of those kids that constantly taps the back of your parents' seat and asks, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? No! Now? How about now? Now? How about now? Well, I don't think that it's going to help you get there any sooner. But you can do some fun things in the car. You could play, I Spy. I love that game. Or, my favorite, you can honk at trucks. Sometimes, if you're fortunate, they give you a double honk. What else can you do when you're waiting? Yes! Have a dance party! I love dancing. Okay, let me see your best move. Whoa, you're a dancer. And what about you? Look at you doing the worm. I knew you were gonna floss. That's your favorite move. Me? My dance move? Okay, here we go. Ready? I love dancing. That is definitely something you can do when you're wanting your patient spot to grow. But you know what I absolutely love playing when I'm waiting in line, especially at amusement parks? Are you ready to know? Should I tell you or should I let your patient spot grow? I love playing headbands. I absolutely love playing headbands. You know the game where sometimes you have a little band around your head and then you place a card on top of your head and then everyone around you gives you clues as to what is on your head. Now, if you don't want to share the band, which when I play in school, I just have the students just hold up the card. It's so much fun. Do you want to play a couple of rounds with me? You will? Okay, awesome. Do you want to go first? Okay, I'll give you the clues. I hope I give you good clues. All right, first card. Okay, this is easy. All right, it's a little furry, fuzzy little insect that's on the ground, and before it's a butterfly, it's a what? Yes, a caterpillar. Okay, next card. Put that one down. Oh, this one's easy. This animal goes woof, 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 woof. Yes, a dog. Okay, next card. All right, this one, you write with it in school, and you can sharpen it. Yes, a pencil. You're amazing. Okay, one more. Okay, you could get this one. Okay, this kind of looks like a crocodile. It lives in a swamp. It's green. It's a reptile. Yes, an alligator. All right, my turn. Let's get a card going. Here we go. Give me a clue. Black and yellow. It buzzes. A bumblebee. Yes. Okay, do another one. I wear these to bed. They're clothes. Pajamas! Okay! 2 for 2. So that means you are a good guesser and a clue giver. And guess what you had? This entire time, you were developing your patient spot. You probably didn't even realize it. If you were to guess before I gave you the clue, you would have never got it. So well done. Way to have patience. Okay, friends, well, I had an amazing time with you today. And again, if you want this awesome book by Diane, please check the description box below. Okay, friends, well, I hope you have an amazing, awesome, phenomenal, just glorious day. And do something to make someone smile today. And I hope they do the same for you. Okay, friends, have a blessed day. Don't forget to smile. Hey, it's Miss Clark here. I'm so happy you were able to join us for Clark's Cozy Corner today. If you enjoyed yourself, do me a favor. Click that subscription button below and turn on the notification button. Why? Because I always want you to be able to join us and never miss a beat. Okay? When's a good time to do it? Right now. I'll wait. Did you do it? I'm waiting. Click and turn on. All right, awesome. Thank you. See? Wasn't that easy? Alrighty, see you tomorrow. Don't forget to smile.